See what I'm saying? But you remember who he was, and I'm sure a lot of people, and that's why probably maybe people are riding with him because they have been with him so long.
Right.
In spite of the change.
But at what point, if you've been riding with somebody for so long, at what point do you start to hold them accountable when they are wrong? Because that's my fear, is to have a group of supporters who are yes men. Who are going to be in my group telling me, yes, that's right. Instead of telling me, no, that's wrong. What if you do it this way? Because at that point, you're not helping me grow. You're just helping my downfall.
Absolutely.
You know? So
they want to be accepted so bad that I'm going to do this. I'll pretend to be something I'm not to make these people love me, to get their attention, to get the money, to get the women that you think it's going to garnish.
Oh, it's the clout that comes with it, too.
Of course. It's a hollow thing, though, man.
So the manosphere is not a bad space.
No,
it's not a bad space. No. But
a lot of these places aren't.
It has a lot of bad actors.
Yes.
It has a lot of people who jump in because they hear some points like, oh, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, women aren't being accountable. This, that, and the third. And they just jump in and they harp those same points. But then when you try to drill them on those exact same points that they harp on, oh, well, yeah. Today we're going to talk about soy boys.
Soy boys?
Soy boys.
Soy boys.
You heard of Sneako?
Yeah, I've slowly been hearing about him the last few months or so.
So there was an instance where, which I hate to harp on this because this is the past, there was an incident with his girl, and him and this other dude were in bed with their girls. They were going to swap girlfriends. He didn't end up wanting to hook up with the other dude's girlfriend, so he just pretty much let the other dude smash. If that's your lifestyle, that's fine.
Do you.
But the thing about it is you're preaching the exact opposite.
Yeah, you can't be. That's super contradicting. You can't sit here selling these classes, this lifestyle of what you are supposed to be, what men should be.
Right.
And then you playing yourself like that. It's pretty...
It's funny, though, seeing the hypocrisy. You see a lot of the people in this red pill space talk about cancel culture and how everything is super, super sensitive. Everyone's in their feelings. Absolutely. And then you see things like this and Sneako just kind of going ballistic after everybody who says anything negative about him. It's like, it's wild because he'll sit there and call everybody else a bot or an NPC, but everything he says is 100% predictable. It's like continuously hit A to talk, because that's all he does is say the exact same one-liners. And it's funny because people don't see the hypocrisy in it. They're talking about the Matrix and how, we're stuck in this system. I'm like, do you not realize that your mindset is just as trapped as what you're trying to tell me mine is? It's pretty intense. So he got into an argument, I guess it's Twitter, I don't have Twitter, with this guy named Charlie, Moist Critical, on YouTube. Sneako ended up bringing up some stuff about Charlie's girl. Of course, Charlie made a response video. And then Sneako made a stream where he was playing around with some guns.
You want to watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips.
He's tough. Tough guy.
Yeah.
Tough guy. He owns a gun. Ooh. Look at him.
Oh,
what a flex. What a flex.
But
okay.
I think the final nail in the Sneako coffin was when Charlie made his response videos, kind of giving some education to the young Sneako, because he's a younger guy.
Yeah.
Absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags.
He started a small arms race with that man. Said, if you want to pull up, you can. So, but it seems like he got the fame entirely too quick.
Yeah.
Before he was mature enough to even understand what he was doing.
He's been doing YouTube for like 10 years, though. He's been doing this for like 10 years. There's a huge problem, though, with a lot of the younger cats who are looking at a lot of these ideologies, because there's Aiden Ross, who... That's another one. He's another Sneako out there. But
I've heard his name. I haven't seen his content.
They grab onto these ideologies and they're not really understanding what's going on and just talk these key points. I'm like,
they look at whoever it is they're looking up to, rehearse some lines, and then ride the wave with it. It's kind of like the blue pill. Everybody talks about these other guys that are blue pill, and then you got this red pill that we all seen the resurgence of it. It's rising up. Let me get people to see, I'm the supreme alpha dude. I don't roll like this. I would never, ever, ever. And what have we been seeing? All these dudes have been ousted.
Right.
Like, you're trying to be over masculine, you're overcompensating, you're creating inappropriate, stereotypical things that you believe masculinity is, and then you don't even exhibit said behaviors.
But what's funny though, if you look at like Andrew Tate and Sneako, when they're getting criticized for all these things, what they'll do is they'll find a cop out. So a lot of these people, they switch to a particular belief system, like a religion. I'm not going to mention the religion, but they'll switch to a religion to justify all of their actions because that'll make everything okay.
And so instead of keeping yourself stoic and doing what you claim is alpha and masculine and not allowing these bad words to hurt you, you give into emotion, and then when you are caught up in it, you deflect and you go to this, if you look at whatever religion, like you're saying, then, technically what I'm saying and what I'm doing isn't wrong. You're doing it. You're living your life the wrong way. And it's just like, there's no argument there.
Right. It's like, so the manosphere is not a bad space.
No,
it's not a bad space,
no.
but
a lot of these places aren't.
It has a lot of bad actors.
Yes.
It has a lot of people who jump in because they hear some points like, oh, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, women aren't being accountable. This, that, and the third. And they just jump in and they harp those same points. But then when you try to drill them on those exact same points that they harp on, oh, well, I just, yeah.
You didn't do your research. You didn't work on yourself. You can't sit here and preach one thing and not live it. And don't expect people to call you on it. Right. Especially when people do homework on you.
Well, I think the internet has made a very, very profitable culture of inauthenticity.
Yes.
So basically, you're getting paid to play a character. You're getting paid not to be yourself. And it's not good.
Well, think about it. The reason why they create these characters is because they're displeased with who they are. So if I could pretend to be something, maybe if I pretend to be that thing for long enough, I'll actually become that thing that I'm trying to sell to everyone else, when it's like, no, that's not how it works. People are going to figure that out real quick, and you're going to end up in situations like Sneako and all these other gentlemen are finding themselves in. Having to answer, why are you like this? Why are you lying to this? But the thing that makes it so bad is these people, their followers, their subscribers, whatever, are so brainwashed that they still decide, because they don't have direction themselves.
Right.
They look at this dude because now the Tate's out the way. These other people are starting to step down. Kevin Samuels are out the way. Now these other dudes are rising up, which is inevitability anyway.
Oh.
They look to them as leaders, and when they see that the leader's being shaky, instead of saying, you know what, let me ask questions about this set group.
Right.
It's the same thing with politics. Instead of saying, maybe blindly following some ideology, maybe there's some validity to what they're saying. Yo, dude, that is kind of contradicting what you just said in your stream yesterday. So,
right. The thing about it is, when you've been talking all these points to death and you have nothing new to offer to the conversation, then all you are is a follower of the past guy. That's all it is.
Influencers and other YouTubers are calling people in the red community. Y'all all say the same thing. You all complain about women.
Right.
You all say what they're not doing. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing to change the narrative?
But not just the red pill community. I mean, obviously, it's happened with Derek Jackson. People not living their lifestyle. Trying to fix people.
Oh man!
Just be authentic. Like, what is wrong with being who you are? Like we mentioned in one of our previous videos. It's okay to be the dork, the geek, the nerd, to be corny, whatever.
Exactly. So, at least it's you.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to sit here and explain it. No, this is who I am. Why pretend to be anything else? Why try to be a thug? Why try to be over masculine, overcompensating? It's just it's energy. It's a waste of time and energy.
It's tiring.
It is, and it's sickening to see people. But I think maybe that's what it is. They want to be accepted so bad that I'm going to do this. I'll pretend to be something I'm not, to make these people love me, to get their attention, to get the money, to get the women that you think it's going to garnish.
Oh, it's the clout that comes with it, too.
Of course. It's a hollow thing, though, man. It's just purely, they just want the attention. They want the gratification of saying, look what I did, in this amount of time. Okay. You're going to eventually get passed over.
So the thing about it that's funny, though, is because, like I said, he's been on the internet, Sneako's been on the internet for like 10 years.
That's a long time.
And his videos used to be pretty damn good.
Really?
They used to be pretty insightful, especially for a kid his age. They used to be really
what
thought out.
What was some of his talking points? So he
just kept talking about life, like stoicism, a lot of decent philosophy.
Wow.
But now his only philosophy is this red pill stuff.
What happened? I wonder what happened to him. I didn't realize he was actually, an actual great content creator at one time. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
once upon a time, and I've noticed a lot of grifters over the time that I've been watching YouTube, all the influencers I've been watching. I've noticed a lot of change in a lot of people.
probably losing followers and subscribers, and it's like, oh, how do I grasp on it? But instead of, like you're saying, reinventing yourself and doing something, well, they did reinvent themselves, but it's just
Right, it's the Tekashi 6ix9ine effect. It's like, what
Oh,
can I do?
yeah,
What can I do right
okay,
now?
There we go. Mhm.
To make myself relevant again, the battle to stay relevant. And I think that's a downfall for many creators, and it's sad when you see one of your favorite creators go down the rabbit hole. Not to say Sneako's my favorite creator.
See what I'm saying? But you remember who he was, and I'm sure a lot
Right.
of people, and that's why probably maybe people are riding with him because they have been with him so long.
Right.
And in spite of the change.
But at what point, if you've been riding with somebody for so long, at what point do you start to hold them accountable when they are wrong? Because
Absolutely.
that's my fear, is to have a group of supporters who are yes men.
Yes,
who
man.
are going to be in my group telling me, yes, that's right. Instead of telling me, no, that's wrong. What if you do it this way? Because at that point, you're not helping me grow. You're just helping my downfall.
Absolutely.
You know? So I don't understand why his supporters aren't stepping up. I do know that some of the Red Pill community are starting to say, like, you know what? This guy is not living that style that we really want him to be.
Exactly. Oust each other. I mean, hold each other accountable. You can't say a certain gender, another group is not doing it, and then you're not doing it. You know, the group themselves should check these other dudes, or check themselves. And say, hey, hey, let's pull you aside, man. We know you got way more subscribers or whatever you might go on. You got this wave. I know you feel invincible, but it's a better ways to come about this. You need to work on yourself.
And I know he's the kind of guy that when you criticize him, he gets defensive. And then he throws these little tantrums online, and it gets like super like immature and weird.
It's childish, man. So, like I said, it seems like he may be whatever age it is, but it seems like emotionally, psychologically, my man's mentality-wise, he's still a little kid. Absolutely. Maybe this will humble him. Maybe this will get him to wake up.
Yeah, wake up out the matrix, my guy.
Yeah.
With that said, my name is Malcolm Eugene.
Will Robertson here.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Comment, all that stuff.
Yeah. Please like, comment, do it all. Trying to get to 1,000. Let's make it happen.
With that said, we are outro.